welcome back to another moco video. It's been a while, but the game's gotta be releasing soon, right? I mean, Supercell did say Q1 of 2026, which we are diving into deeper and deeper every single day right now. Well, a lot of you guys have been asking me, of the 8 weapons which unlock in Season 1, which are the best ones? Which ones should I unlock first? Well, I happen to have tried all of them out, and I could give you some great advice about my personal opinion on which weapons I'll be choosing first and unlocking as they become available to me. If you find this valuable, please subscribe to the channel and consider using code ECHO in all Supercell games because it directly supports my channel as a super creator for Supercell. So the 8 weapons coming in Season 1 are the Speed Shot, Techno Fists, Headbanger, Vibe Shifter, Lava Shield, Squid Blades, Poison Bow, and Wolf Stick. And then mid-season, we're getting 2 more weapons, including the Horn Bow and the Zap Sickle. But as I mentioned before, which one of these do you want to unlock first? Let's discuss this. Now, we know that the Speed Shot you have unlocked upon getting the game. When you re-download the big update, the Speed Shot will already be in your hands, ready to take down enemies. So that one is obviously not going to be part of our list, or I guess you could put it at number 1 because it's already there when you get the game. Now keep in mind the Speed Shot is a direct damage, fast damage dealing weapon that does damage at range. So when I think about what is needed to clear a bunch of the different types of content, I probably wouldn't want my next unlock to be a weapon that's very similar because I want to maybe be able to clear different types of content. So number 1 being the Speed Shot because you get it when the game unlocks. Number 2, I would personally go with the Headbanger for a few reasons. The Headbanger 1 is extremely fun to play. It is just a satisfying weapon. Number 2, it's easy to use. You just literally smash things. Kind of like Frank in Brawl Stars, you are smashing things, dropping damage like crazy on massive amounts of enemies. And 3, it's an AoE damage. So unlike the Speed Shot, which is more targeted, you could now do damage to many enemies all at once, leaving you with 2 weapons unlocked that are both very different, both very versatile, and both allowing you to take down different types of content throughout the game. Coming in at number 3 is the Techno Fist. Now, the Techno Fist, the new version, has healing capabilities, and that's why this is in this position, because the Techno Fist is the most versatile weapon in the game, in my opinion. You could do it to do a bunch of damage, to do a bunch of healing, you could be at range and be nice and safe. It's one of the best ones. It's not the biggest damage dealer or the best healer, but you can go into a battle and really play any role as needed, making it probably the most versatile weapon and the 3rd one that you should unlock when the new version of Neo Moco drops. Coming in at number 4, you may be surprised. This was actually my favorite weapon when I tested out this new version of the game, and that is the Vibe Shifter. Yeah, the Vibe Shifter is the only weapon that has an attack and a heal button, so you don't have to hope for RNG that the weapon is going to, oh, I need to heal the right people, or I need to do damage to the right people. You can just use a different attack button, and this is surprisingly satisfying to use. Plus, your teammates are gonna love you because you're dropping heals on them, but you're still dropping damage on all the enemies in the world. Although this is my favorite weapon, I don't know, I may secretly unlock it first, we'll see. But I would recommend unlocking this one in spot number 4. Because you already do have the Techno Fist, but this one is a much better healer. It's just a great weapon. I think you're gonna like it. It's my 4th suggestion. Number 5, yeah, it's Squid Blades. Why? Because Squid Blades is just so different than any of the others, and it's so much fun to play. The dashing, the damage, the chaining of damage you could do against enemies is just straight up fun, and it offers something different than any of the other weapons do inside of the game. So to kind of complete your arsenal of weapons that can do a whole bunch of different things, you gotta add Squid Blades to it. Plus, I think it's just more exciting than the other few that I'm about to mention. At number 6, we have the Lava Shield, possibly one of the more boring weapons from the initial version of moco. So it wasn't just a ton of fun. Toothpick and Shield, it was called, remember? Yeah, no one loved playing the Lava Shield or the Toothpick and Shield, but now the Lava Shield is actually a lot of fun. Not only are you a damage absorber, you also can drop in and lunge at people and do a bunch of slam damage on them, so you actually can drop good amounts of damage on them as well. Supercell did a nice job making this a more satisfying weapon. Although it's not one of my favorites, it still is quite good. Down at number 7 is the Poison Bow. Let me explain why. I actually like the poison bow. First of all, I think it looks awesome, looking like a massive scorpion tail, and you're just shooting your arrows from it and poisoning AoE damage to a bunch of enemies. Very cool. But it's kind of similar to the speed shot minus the poison, right? So I figured keeping it down at the bottom of the list just to kind of keep away from being repetitive on what the weapons do. I do like the poison bow. I think it's very valuable, and there's going to be stages where that poison is going to come in clutch, but I don't think it should be one of the first ones that you unlock. And at number 8, we have the wolf stick. Yeah, the wolf stick has changed. Now you send out a wolf and you could have the wolf tank for you, and you could get a bigger wolf, and basically the wolf is the primary damage that you're doing. At least upon my last of using it, it was a bit wonky in a way. It was less precise than many of the others. Now I do like the idea of spawning a big wolf, having it tank, do damage, enrage itself on the enemies. It's definitely cool, but it's not the one that's going to be getting you further inside of the game, at least not compared to the 7 that I already mentioned. I feel bad. I feel bad not giving a little more love to the wolf stick, because it may be one of the most unique weapons that we've discussed, and I think you should unlock it just at spot number 8. All right, now mid-season, halfway through season 1 of the new Neo Moco, launching in Q1 of 2026. We wish we knew a day, don't you? Well, we have 2 more weapons that are gonna drop mid-season. You have the Zapsicle and the Hornbow. The Zapsicle is awesome. I love it. The thing didn't even have the artwork yet for it, but the amount of chain lightning you could essentially do with all the enemies was super satisfying. I would actually, even mid-season, right? Mid-season drops. Let's say you just unlocked, if you go in my order, the Speed Shot, Headbanger, and Techno Fists. I would probably put the Zapsicle somewhere around the Vibe Shifter and the Squid Blades. Just drop it right in there in the middle of the list, because it would be worth picking up at that point in time. It's so much fun. It drops a ton of damage, and it just is something new. I mean, we're talking about a weapon that you guys haven't tried yet. It hasn't been in Moco. So that's gonna rise it to the top of that list a little bit, because it's something brand new for you that you're gonna find really satisfying. Although all the weapons have new mechanics, so they're all satisfying in a new way for you anyways. I think you understand what I'm saying. Zapsicle should be the first of the 2 that you unlock mid-season. And again, if you haven't unlocked everything that I mentioned above, you should drop it right in the middle of the list, maybe at number 4 or 5 for your overall unlocks. Which leaves us with the Hornbow. Whatever, the Hornbow. It's okay. It's an okay weapon. It may be one of my least favorite from this entire list, so you would definitely unlock it second after the Zapsicle mid-season, and I'd probably put it even after the Wolf Stick for the entire list overall. There are 10 weapons overall. I'd probably put the Hornbow all the way at the bottom at number 10. It's like a little bit more short range, a little bit more shotgun style weapon, which I loved shotguns. Do you remember Gears of War, the Nosher shotgun, where you just blow everything up? So there you have it. Those are my recommendations, and these are my personal recommendations. This is not about what does more damage, what's the science behind this one and all that. No, it is literally just me saying these are the ones that I think are going to be the most valuable throughout the game, that are the most fun to play, and that I just like the most. Hope you found this valuable. See you guys in the next Moco video.